So it has been more than a week since I stopped using Twitter. Although I do take a look at the Twitter feed, but not on twitter.com. I basically use Monocle, which is a client that you can use on the web on your computer. For mobile, I use the indigenous mobile app. So the way it works is very simple. You basically need to convert your Twitter feed into a feed, not really a feed, but it is basically using Granary. That is a service that you can use to convert or generate a feed from your Twitter feed, generate some kind of RSS feed that you can use, that you can configure on your website. Now, I use, of course, Drupal. I have been configuring the IndieWeb module. I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. I think it is a very satisfying feeling that you are not really using Twitter at all, but you are still liking tweets of other people. You are still retweeting, and you are still replying to other tweets if you have to. Now, as I mentioned before and as I talked about it in the past, whenever I receive a reply on my tweet, a comment is added on my original post on my website. And this is really amazing because I'm just using my own website for managing my own content. I'm just keeping all the data that I own on my website. Now this works really well with any IndieWeb compatible or any website which is following IndieWeb principles, and also with Twitter. I wish if many more social media platforms are also supported. But if you go to IndieWeb website, you can see how other people are doing it for, let us say, check-ins. Now I check in on my own website, but if I want, I can also syndicate my check-in to Foursquare, but for that I need to write code and I'm too lazy to write code. But I was using Known, which is a CMS, and you can actually configure your Known CMS based website to send your check-ins and do a check-in for you on Foursquare. Now, maybe in future I will write code for doing it, or maybe I will release it as a Drupal module, or maybe I will collaborate with the developer of IndieWeb. Let us see how it works, and I think it is all about how much time you can spend writing code. But to be honest, I don't really worry too much about it, because as long as you are managing the content on your own website, other sites following IndieWeb specifications can still interact with you, and I think that is really important. I believe in future more and more sites and more site owners will take the IndieWeb principles seriously. If you're using WordPress and Drupal, you have modules that can do it for you. If you're using with Known CMS, you have a CMS which is already compatible with IndieWeb based specifications. But I'm also hoping that in future these specifications will be more widely available for every CMS. But today I just wanted to give you an update on my past 1 week of not using Twitter at all, but using Monocle and indigenous mobile app. So this is all I wanted to share in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much.